Good evening, race fans. Welcome to Tulsa Speedway. This is the fifth and final stop, Thunder Through the Plains. I'm standing in the pits with a guy. He's from home. I consider him an all-star. I don't know if he does or not. He's got 2 wins so far. I meant to talk to him yesterday, but we had a little bit of technical difficulties. Jeff Shepard. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm all right. It's a little hot, but I'm all right.
Last night wasn't such a good night for you. What happened there, bud?
Well, I don't know. Early in the race there, about 4 or 5 laps in the race, we got a flat. We had a little technical problem with our bleeder in our right rear wheel running third. Passed for second a couple times. We were good enough to run second. I don't know if we'd have beat Gary right, but it's one of them deals.
So far, you've got 2 wins. He's got 2 wins. You want to win this baby tonight or what?
Well, sure. I wanted to win last night. I wanted to win the night that he beat us over there at Belleville. But we'll see what happens. This is kind of a short track. This could be anybody's race because it looks like it's going to be something that we haven't seen all week as far as being able to race on.
Yeah, it does look like they're doing a little bit of work on the surface and a little bit of water too.
Yeah, it looks like it. These other tracks, they just sprinkle. It seemed like they just sprinkled the water on. It was kind of a dry slick deal, so I'm not saying we had an advantage on those guys, but it just seemed like when the tracks got dry and slick, we were a little better. But it looks like now it might be, you know, a guy that's pretty decent starts up front. Might be good enough to win the race.
What do you like to race on?
It doesn't matter. As long as my car's fast and we're rolling the top or the bottom, whatever, you know, it really doesn't matter. As long as I'm going forward every night, it doesn't bother me a bit.
Alrighty. Well, he's been a force to reckon with so far. We'll see what he can do tonight. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Thanks. Thank you, sir.
The driver of the 12X, Danny Smith. Sometimes you run with us, sometimes you don't. I'm really glad that you ran with us so far this week. You've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, we've had a decent week other than a couple flat tires that put us out of commission, but we've had a third and a fifth, and maybe we can pick one off tonight.
You even had a quick time, didn't you?
Yeah, quick time last night at Wichita, so that was good.
All right. What do you think about this place, Tulsa?
It's usually a pretty racy track. It can be sticky or slick, and either way, you can race on it. So, you know, we drew a late qualifying number. If we can get qualified good and start up towards the front, that's half the battle right there.
That always helps on a good starting spot. What's the deal here with this 12X? Are you going to run with us, or you're picking the best, or what are you going there?
Well, we kind of made a plan to run the Nationals and then run this Thunder Through the Plains swing, and tomorrow we'll sit down and hash out what we're going to do the rest of the year, and there's a possibility we'll be in Pennsylvania next week.
I was going to say there's at least 4 good shows in PA, I think.
Yeah, the Westfall motors are running really good, so I'd kind of like to go out east and run with the posse.
Yeah, that's my hometown, so I wouldn't mind seeing you there. Good luck tonight, bud.
All right, thanks a lot.
2F from Dublin, California, Brad Furr. Welcome to Tulsa, bud.
Thanks a lot.
Last night, you put on a heck of a show, 2nd place finish.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. Thank you.
What was the key to doing good there?
You just had to start up front, you know, and stay in the rubber there on the bottom and, you know, and try to get past lap cars without running into them.
A couple of weeks ago, it seems like almost an eternity, you had to take a challenge at Oskaloosa. Why didn't you go for that? That was like 25,000.
Yeah, I'm not used to the half-mile stuff because back home it's mostly quarter miles, and I just wasn't too familiar with that kind of track, and I didn't think I had a chance of doing it at all.
What tracks do you normally run out in California?
Like Chico, San Jose, Calistoga, and Marysville and stuff like that.
Does this remind you of any track out there?
This probably looks most like maybe Hanford.
How do you do at Hanford?
We've been okay there.
Just okay. Well, we'll have to see how you do tonight, and that was a heck of a job last night. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Winner last night at 81 Speedway in Wichita, the driver of this beautiful white number 9, Gary Wright. Way to go, bud.
It was a good night. We started up front, kind of found the rubber, and just kind of stayed in it.
One man's mistake, your gain though. Joey kind of stepped on him a little bit.
Yeah, he got between lap cars, and he kind of had to run it a little harder than he wanted to, and he just got in a tight there, and, you know, one of those deals.
So far, you've got 2 wins. There's a guy across the pits here a little bit. He's got 2 wins. We got a little bit of a rubber match going. What do you think about Tulsa?
Well, we've won a lot of races here, so, you know, I feel more confident about this track than I have any we've run so far. So I think NCRA will do pretty good tonight against the All-Stars.
We were talking earlier in your week about your record, you know, how many wins out of how many races. What's that up to now, like 25 out of 35 or something?
It's probably about 25 out of the last 40 races, which, you know, we hadn't won them all, but I'll take that average every time.
How'd you fare in that golf tournament anyway?
I think we finished 4th. We played real good on the front nine. The back nine, though, was something else.
It started getting a little bit hot, a little bit of beverage.
Yeah, and I think the beer cart started coming by too often.
That's what happens when you're a good tipper. Well, thanks a lot, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Speedway from Bixby, Oklahoma, Shane Stewart in the Melton truck lines, RC Cola J&J. .315, a good time the first trip around for Shane Stewart. 15.315. Third quick. Second time. 15.204. Quick time, Shane Stewart, 15.2. Their weekly racing. Let's look at our lineup for your opening heat race for the All-Star NCRA Circuit of Champions. Bruce Jennings, our pole sitter in the 18, the 94, Kenny Jacobs. Row 2, the 07, Mike Goodman. The 92, Dean Jacobs. Third row, the 8J is Scott Jones. The 9S, Shane Stewart. Fourth row, the 92X is Michael Lambert. The 50, David Chappell. Row 5, it's the 2 of Tony Edmondson. The 3 of Jason Dukes. And Brad Furr, the California racer, rounds out the lineup. The United Express line, heat race number 1. All-Stars versus NCRA. Buckle in. Here we go. Kenny Jacobs, our early leader. Mike Goodman takes over second. Jacobs. Whoa! Look out! Woo! Mike Goodman. Dean Jacobs runs second. Shane Stewart third. Kenny Jacobs runs fourth. Bruce Jennings rounds out the top 5. W takes the white flag, and the 8J of Scott Jones. Mechanical problems bring the Pennsylvania racer to a halt over there on the backstretch. Kyle James there, and boy, Tulsa Speedway regulars. Mike Goodman getting pretty racy. Getting pretty racy. You're your leader. He'll line up just ahead of the 92 of Dean Jacobs. Dean from Wooster, Ohio. Mike Goodman leads the single file nose-to-tail restart with the 92 of Dean Jacobs second. Shane Stewart third. Bruce Jennings fourth in the 18. David Chappell rounding out the current top 5. Restart cone on the front stretch where it ought to be. Roger Cook ball starts it, but you gotta love the restart cone on the front stretch. Well, right now, I'm ready to see some good sprint car racing. Mike Goodman, man, he is the hot driver of late. Picked up an A win 2 weeks ago, and the C&W Motorsports crew's got to be happy. And a nice pace. There we go. Here we go. Dean Jacobs closing in. Dean Jacobs looks to the inside of Goodman. Goodman will fight back, I bet. Here we go. They drag race down the backstretch. Dean Jacobs closes in behind, but Mike Goodman. Mike Goodman representing Tulsa Speedway and NCRA. Picks up a win. Good job, Dean Jacobs second, Shane Stewart third, Bruce Jennings fourth, and it looks like the 92, the Rocket Michael Lambert, will round out your unofficial top. If they could take off over the and he had Dottie radio that Rick can pay to the All-Stars. At the cone. It's fair, you know. Yeah. Okay. Tony. John probably won't know. Well, he might. Yeah. He'll have to think. And here we go. Aaron Berryhill, our early leader. Bill Robertson second. Ryan Paulus runs third. Donnie Crawford fourth. Paulus takes over second. Crawford starts to work on Robertson for third. Berryhill, our high-flying leader. Yellow out, though. Yellow comes out as Craig Crystal, the CAP Signographic DuPont Automotive finishes 46 car, faces the infield. You're tough. Tony Armstrong, sir, here's a hat. A preferred tape Team Motorsports hat for your sharpness in our Shop Motorsports Trivia question number 1. Good job. And back underway. Man, they're after Berryhill, aren't they? Aaron fights them off. Roberts in the second. Brian Paulus third. Frankie Kerr trying to look to the outside of Crawford. Donnie Crawford makes it a 4-car, now a 5-car battle. Here we go. Crawford takes over second. Yellow's going to come out as Michael Harp has come to a stop here on the front stretch. That'll shut down our field. Again, the Southwest Express Line heat race number 2 receives a yellow flag as Michael Harp in the C&W Motorsports 07 comes to a stop. Man, there is some good racing back there, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. third. What is it? Oh. Oh. And we're back underway, and Bill Robertson repasses Brian Paulus. Berryhill, Crawford, and Kerr at it at halfway. Whoa! Whoop, 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 whoop. Ah, man. Tough break over there in 1 and 2 as Bill Robertson had gotten crossed up. Berryhill almost got through there. Clipped him. He did kind of a soft roll. Aaron's kind of checking things over now as the crews get over there. He appears to be okay from here as he, right now, is probably going to be concerned about the 97 car as they quickly check the car over. Yellow flag gives you the green flag to step down and refresh yourself. They're doing their best, so don't fail to notice the tip jars if you happen to maybe see a few quarters here and there. Those people working hard, they earn their money on nights like this.
We'll see. It's gonna change.
You know, but that wasn't the production crew's fault. Man, it was. Over there in the C&W Motorsports 07 and Tony Edmondson getting hooked together, and the end result, you see Harp's 07 on its side. They're over there checking on both drivers. And that thing just happened so quick. Tony has climbed from his car. He's checking it over. It's okay. Says Michael Harp okay as he... Our applause as we try to make those two racers feel a little bit better as they see heat race action come to a quick halt. 5 are down. Brian Paulus leads Donnie Crawford. And that'll be... Oh, my shirt. Now, I've got that. Yeah, it's real faded. And back underway, Brian Paulus in the 28, Donnie Crawford closing in. Donnie looks to the inside. White flag. Larry Neighbors runs third. Too close for me to call. Man, Donnie Crawford issues a challenge to Brian Paulus right at the finish line. And it looks like Brian Paulus just inches out Donnie Crawford. It wasn't by much. Good racing, both those racers. Good job. Brian Paulus, our racer from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, fights off. NCRA All-Star Circuit of Champions, heat race number 3, Southwest class sponsored hazard event. Here we go. Off and running. Scott Whitworth, our early leader. Jason Johnson second. Jimmy Lambert Jr. third. Mike Peters fourth. Keith Kaufman gets to the outside of Ray Campbell. Rocky Hodges fifth. Kaufman is sixth. Shane Clarkson gets to the outside of Ray Campbell. He'll take over seventh. Missouri racer halfway. Missouri racer Scott Whitworth picks up the win of heat race number 3 of the Southwest Glass Qualifier. Jason Johnson second aboard the 57. Jimmy Lambert Jr. third in the 93. Wichita's Mike Peters fourth. And Rocky Hodges holds off Keith Kaufman for fifth. Hodges in the 8th. As the Chevrolet Silverado Pace truck brings us down the front stretch. We remind you, weekly 410 racing here at the Speedway continues next Saturday night, August 29. Cities that night getting in free include Sand Springs and Bartlesville. That's our fan appreciation nights. If you live in Sand Springs or Bartlesville, you're getting in free next Saturday night, August 29th, by showing your driver's license, utility bill payment, hopefully not a traffic ticket or parole officer identification. Sand Springs and Bartlesville fans, show some ID and you and the entire family get in free on August 29th. Buckle in, heat race number 4. And false start, Roger Cook and Rick Kincaid of the All-Stars. Tom Knight with NCRA say, no guys, we've got to be lined up better than that. Oh, man.
What's he doing? Come here.
Is he in a motorhome, or probably?
What does he do? Come here every week with a new girl?
He actually has a big one. Pretty great. We're underway. Brooke Tapnell, the Australian in the 7K, grabs the early lead. to fight off Jeff Shepard. Shepard looks to the high side. Gary Wright is third with 2 laps to go. Brad Furr, the Californian. Jeff Shepard, high flying, white flag. Wright working on third for the runner-up spot. Let's congratulate your 4th heat race winner from Upperco, Maryland. Your winner, the 2F. Brad Furr from Dublin, California, 2nd. Hooks, Texas, Hot Shoe Gary Wright, 3rd. Australian Brooke Tatnell, 4th. And the 17, Joey Saldana of Brownsburg, Indiana, rounds out your top 5. And we have notes, Roger Cook and Flash. They get some inside tips from a 7-year veteran. Our thanks to Cody for taking time out of his busy schedule. He was down there wrenching on Dad's 92 car. Now he's going to get to send it off here in the commercial truck and trailer dash. Jeff Shepard, the pole sitter. Oh boy, he's serious about this, isn't he? Never question a 7-year, 10-year-old veteran. Man. Now what's, oh man. Man, this is, Cody said no go. No go yet. 4 times around the Speedway. Again, there's the top 6 all-star members that have qualified for the A-Main. It's a money dash, has no bearing on the A-feature lineup. It's already set except for our B-feature transfer move-ups. Cody Jacobs, our official starter, watches the field. They visit the white line. Here we go! Shepard, the winner at Waukene, and also Eagle Raceway during the tour. White flag will come out. Oh man, Dean Jacobs, the 17 car, going at it for the runner-up spot. Checkered flag time! Jeff Shepard comes around. He's going to make sure he's got that lap in. And let's put our hands together and congratulate our honorary starter, Cody Jacobs. Good job, Cody. Somehow I think in a few years we're going to be seeing him at the Knoxville Nationals. So might want to get an autograph from him tonight. The front stretch as Jeff Shepard finishes the toss to the Frisbees. He greets Cody Jacobs in the winner's circle. The commercial truck and trailer dash winner, Jeff Shepard. Let's give it up for both these guys. Cody Jacobs, your starter, Jeff Shepard. Good luck in the A-Main, Jeff. Thanks, Cody. So it's just on a...
It might not be in the right order because they keep changing it. You'll have to just make it.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't find my A line up, and then 410 B main, 12 times around the Speedway. Buckle in, Keith Kaufman says, yeah. Keith Kaufman likes the start. So does Roger Cook, which they agree. Danny Smith is second. Kenny Jacobs runs third. Jacobs takes over second. Top four go to the A. Top four go to the A. Nice move by Campbell. Ray Campbell takes over third. Jason Statler, the California pilot, rounds out the top five. Kenny Jacobs from Holmesville, Ohio, our leader, with Keith Hoffman second, Ray Campbell third. Danny Smith and the 00 of Jason Statler rounding out your top five. Statler takes over fourth. Smith is fifth. David Chappell is sixth. Brad Strayer looking to the inside of Craig Crystal. He'll take over seventh. Kenny Jacobs beginning to stretch out a lead. Kaufman is second. We're halfway. Kenny Jacobs continues to set the pace. We complete lap 7. Kaufman is second. The 00 of Statler third. Danny Smith charges at fourth. Ray Campbell, Talbot, Oklahoma fifth. 8 laps down. Kenny Jacobs beginning to pull away. And a yellow flag away as the 46 of Craig Crystal. The cap, sign, and graphics, DuPont Automotive finishes 46. He's facing the wrong way down there in turn 4, and that'll shut down the field and force Kenny Jacobs into a single file nose-to-tail restart. It does look like we'll have to wait official word. Our B main lineup came out a little bit different. Let's go racing though, as Kenny Jacobs now sees the U2 of Keith Kaufman. And Kaufman is right there with Danny Smith, the close third. Yellow will wave over there in turn 3. It's Brad Strayer in the A striping. Ellsworth, Tulsa Gas Technologies 33 car is crossed up after he kind of do-si-do to the infield in turn 3. Like according to the scoreboard, 9 are down. That would mean 3 to go. The 6-car inversion, and we'll have to wait if that's indeed what our All-Star Circuit of Champion officials decide to do. We'll watch it now. Roger Cook watching our restart. Here we go. Kenny Jacobs, Keith Kaufman, Danny Smith running 1, 2, and 3. Then it's the 00. Rounding out the top 4, that's Jason Statler, and out. Yellow comes out. David Chappell, the Ernie Miller Pontiac, Chamco Concrete Cabling, B. Dalton Science 50 car, kind of slides up to the guardrail there in turn 3. And David has already climbed out, and he's around looking at the front end, and man, David's had some bad luck of late. Of it, but my top 3 rows might not that, assistance in the pits. He joins the pack at the back. Kenny Jacobs, the 94 Sprinter, is our current race leader. 9 are down. Looks like 3 to go. From Holmesville, Ohio, Jacobs sets the pace. And we're back underway. All-Star NCRA B main. Kenny Jacobs, Keith Kaufman going at it, 1 and 2. Bubba Hunt, front nose wing. Problems on the 15 car. White flag coming out one more time. Kenny Jacobs pulling away from Keith Kaufman. He'll pick up tonight's Speed feature win. Kaufman is second. The 00, Jason Statler third. Danny Smith fourth. Those 4 move on to the A main. Top 4 move on to the A main. Your winner, Kenny Jacobs, checks to the pit area. All right, they're getting in early formation. They'll be coming around to you again. If you've got cameras, might want to go ahead and get the flash going. The most beautiful sight in motorsports, a 4-wide winged sprint car salute. All right, down there at turn 4, when they come by you, you start screaming, waving, clapping. We'll bring it on down to turn 1. Thunder through the plains, All-Star NCRA shootout. It is show time! Yeah! Oh boy, here we go. Oh man, the ground is pounding. Your hearts are beating pretty quick too. Oh man. This is our final send-off. Good luck to each and every driver. Crew members, car owners, good luck to you guys in the pits. Your efforts are right here on the Speedway. A feature time, Thunder through the plains. Your front row, veteran sprint car driver Keith Kaufman and Donnie Crawford. Donnie, a 10-time champion, knows the way around this 3/8 mile clay oval. Chevrolet Silverado pace truck has checked to the infield. The white line in turn 4. Are you ready? All right, here they come. It is showtime. Here we go. Donnie Crawford will grab the early lead. Rocky Hodges second. Keith Kaufman third. Gary Wright charging in fourth. Facing the infield down here in turn 4. They've got a decent laps out here to get back out. He hasn't done that, so Jeff Shepard. I was hoping he could have mechanical problems. I don't like a racer stopping for a flat. Out Donnie Crawford, Rocky Hodges running 1-2, looking good for a green. Roger, what do you think? Yeah! Back underway. Oh! CW Motorsports. 07W did some 360 action. He comes to a stop in the infield. Look. Hills in Barbecue, Chamco Concrete, Two Turtles Indian Smoke Shop, Duralite Racing Wheels, along with Budweiser, Trim Ride, and Midwestern Engine Rebuilders. A feature is back underway. Donnie Crawford takes the lead back. Hodges in second, Shea Stewart third, Gary Wright fourth, Keith Kaufman fifth. Jacob, my goodness, puts him a lap down and builds up a little bit of cushion. Goodman getting up high. Stewart deals with him as he tries to keep pace with the low flying Donnie Crawford. Gary Wright still third. Rocky Hodges fourth. Dean Jacobs is fifth. Donnie Crawford, the Hillenburg one, completes lap 23 with 7 to go. 7 laps to go. Gary Wright catching up to Shane Stewart. This is the battle for second. They hit turn 3. Gary Wright, wheelie action as they go to 1 and 2. When Crawford comes by us this time, we'll have 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. Dean Jacobs working on Rocky Hodges. He'll look to the outside at turn 2. It's a good pass. He'll pick up 4. Shane Stewart still has kept Gary Wright off his rear bumper. Donnie Crawford comes around with 3 laps remaining. 3 to go. Donnie Crawford, the 10-time Tulsa Speedway champion, current points leader, has 2 laps to pick up a win here in the All-Star NCRA Thunder Through the Flames main event at Tulsa Speedway. Gary Wright taking a run at Shane Stewart for the runner-up position. Wide flag coming out. Dean Jacobs now up to battle for the runner-up spot as Donnie Crawford brings the Hillenburg number 1 down the stretch. He is your winner at Tulsa Speedway. Shane Stewart second. Gary Wright third. Dean Jacobs unofficially fourth. And Rocky Hodges rounding out your unofficial top 5. And he's coming around. Let's put our hands together. Congratulate Donnie Crawford, your All-Star NCRA Thunder Through the Plains A winner. Oh man, race fans, on behalf of the entire staff, thanks for coming out to the Tulsa Speedway for tonight's All-Star NCRA Thunder Through the Plains shootout as we get ready to see Donnie Crawford come back around.